also have AC cut this and put it up on our main page, not because of this brother, but to warn you. Okay? We have a brother who went and put out a video and claimed that he lost his family through the GOCC cult. Now, he was a brother that was following our church before it became what it is today. Right? When we went overseas, him and his family went overseas and met us there. I made sure the brother had a place to stay. I looked out for his family, even though he was having problems in his home, whatever the case is, I was there. And if he wanted to even start a business, guess what? It was us that actually put together the material for him to start a business if he wanted to. It was us. But the brother wanted to do what he wanted to do. He didn't want to listen to guidance from elders. He always wanted to march to the beat of his own drum. That's understood, because we don't guide. We're not overlords over anyone's houses. We're not lords over what you do in your house is your business. Not once did I direct that brother wrongfully. And we have witnesses. Everyone can tell you, this brother, everything we said, he would do the opposite. But in a nutshell, to make a long story short, he ended up going to Jordan knowing that this girl was attacking our church, because the whole time amongst us, even though I was helping him, it seems like something was going on with him, obviously. If at the end of this, he ended up in Jordan. Didn't tell us anything. He popped up in Jordan with his family. Okay? He took his money, his finances, and his family, totally separate from us, and took his family to Jordan, where he knew I was warning people not to do that. And he knew what that would mean with him in connection with us. We don't have nothing to do with you because we don't know what's going on over there. We know that the cops are looking for that girl over there and all that stuff. He goes over there. Right? Listen to me clearly, folks. He ended up making videos with that sister in Jordan. Now, totally, we're still doing our work. Matter of fact, we're not even paying attention to what he's doing. Someone told me he got a video over there. I'm like, good. Let him do his thing. So he's not even a part of the Gathering of Christ Church. For years. Made a choice to go to Jordan. He goes to Jordan and end up, put it this way, someone else end up coming in to engage, with his situation. Okay? Another man comes involved, because over in Jordan, there's all these different doctrines and all that. A brother from Canada end up coming in and dealing, trying to, be over his family or whatever the case is. Infringing in uncomely ways on his family. So there's another dude over there in Jordan. Now, here it is, the girl from Jordan, I don't know where she is, but someone ended up coming in dealing with his family. He gets into a fight over there and gets extradited. And his wife and children, instead of going with him, decided to stay because she wanted to be with someone else. This is what's going on over in Jordan. He comes back to the United States and reach out to me, Elder was, and I'm like, listen, I don't have nothing to do with that. I told you not to go, brother. So then he says, I know I should have listened. His family now is under some other man because he didn't listen. I said, listen, listen, even though he never listened, he defied us at every point. Even over here, I told the brother, listen, find out where your family is, how much it would cost, and I'll take money from the treasury of the church to get your family safe back to you. She didn't want to come back. And both of them over in Jordan were some people I never met in my life. She wanted to stay with who she's with. And whoever she's with, another person now over there, was trying to use him to fund her household since he worked here in the United States. And I said, listen, brother, why would you send money over there to another guy? Don't you know that your resources is the whole reason why this is going on? Call the authorities and do what you need to do to get your family. But come to find out, his woman didn't never want to come back to him. So he get mad at me because I said, listen, brother, I'm not supporting nothing. I'm not sending no money over there when they're siphoning money with another dude from an African country or whatever that's trying to get your money. I'm out of this. I tried to help you. I told you don't go over there. That was the last Shabbat, that's the last conversation I had with this guy for over a year. After I volunteered, after he defied everything we've asked,
should you go your separate ways?
And I still volunteered to take church money, even though he's against the church, to get his family.
To put a ring on it.
And he gets on a video and says he lost his family being in the GOCC cult.
Seriously, you're going to push
the GOCC Jordan cult.
I'm just saying, you can't make this up, folks. Every time someone does what they want to do out there, and it turns out like I warned them it would turn out, it always comes out to it's us who are wrong. When this brother never listened to anything, everything we've advised him to do ever in his life, he did the reverse. To a degree where I was like, listen, bro, you're not even with this church. You do what you want to do. There's guidance here. So then out of nowhere, he take his family to the one place he think he can hurt us. To spite the Gathering of Christ Church, even though I never did anything but help this brother, he thought that he could get under our skin by taking his family and making his family more vulnerable with a bunch of people who don't even care for him or his family. But he thought that he can gain some level of authority over in Jordan as a resource. Even had the girl saying, well, yeah, a leader from the Gathering of Christ Church will be over here soon. Using us as bait to lure other people over there. And he ended up losing everything. And no telling where his woman is right now. Okay? So, but what I'm glad, Shabbat, you know why I'm glad he put the video out, though? Because I'm glad he put the video out because hopefully people are getting involved to where his family is. And it will show how much that's not the Gathering of Christ Church. Because I put out there years ago, that woman is using our name to lure who? The simple and the ignorant who don't know any better and the paranoid of any doctrine in the United States over there without screening these people. You don't know if these people have prior criminal records. You don't know if they're running from the law. You don't know what. She's just inviting people over because she made a makeshift travel agency, which is not a travel agency, so that she can siphon money to get people over there while she get go. She not even, you notice when she do a video, she's not amongst people. This is her hustle. So no soon as they get over there, she get on the airport, oh, GOCC, yeah, and then she haul tail and leave you out there by yourself. Anybody that didn't come under the guidance of the Gathering of Christ Church and said the Most High, this is how they trump us now. Well, the Most High Ben told me I needed to leave. You're just a man. You can't tell me what to do with my family. The Most High said flee. Anybody that have done that without our guidance, these are the people who come back around after their whole life crash to blame it on us. And guess what? There's not one success story of one person who did things against our guidance. Because when we try to warn them that, listen, you're not under our church, because under our church you will be guided and you're here to work and deal with church stuff. But they will try to find out where we are and wiggle their way around, tentacles to try to figure out what areas we in, and then they'll fly over, rent a place, and then say, hey, here I am. Like, I don't got nothing to do with you. Okay? I don't know what you're fleeing from. I don't know. You're not a part of a church. Listen, it's not on me. Anybody that have picked themselves up and go someplace without any guidance, guess what? That's showing you that something ain't right there. Okay? Billy, on the other hand, had the luxury of actually being amongst us. But his whole thing is, he wasn't really amongst us. Okay? He was amongst us. But there was something else in him. Because he never listened to anything we advised. To the degree where he went to a place, and I told him, if you ever try to operate outside of this, listen, brother, that's on you. That's your family. How can another man be responsible for you losing your family? That don't even make any sense. That's a grown woman who chose to be with someone else. And when I said, I'm going to get what I can to get your family over there, she said she didn't want to come back to you. I don't know those people she's with. I don't know anything. How is this on the Gathering of Christ Church? But yet, you notice after it crashed and burned, the videos goes up, and guess what? I'm the bad guy. Do y'all notice that? People are looking at that and like, see that? See that? When I had no say in what this brother would do with his family. Neither do I have a say with anyone when it comes to their household. If they come to me for advice, I tell them, I give them advice. But I've never been over no one's household. No, I would give them advice only if you ask me. And if you were amongst me, even if I travel to other countries, what I say more so than anything, when you're going with elders, guess what? You cannot compromise the mission. Here's the rules if you're going to be amongst us. You're not going to embarrass us. You're not going to do something you have no business. You're going to operate in incognito, understanding the plan is to do what? Finish the work. And if you're going to be amongst me, you're going to follow directives. If not, then why do you want to be amongst us? If not to take down, destroy, and to devour. So you can't have it both ways. You can't say you want to be amongst the leadership and not take directives from leaders. Because when it all crumbles, at the end of the day, who are they going to have? Me and lawyers sitting there, yeah, because he was a part of the church, this is why he lost his family. No, we're not even going for it. And that's why I'm doing this video right now, and I want AC to put it out. This is what happens when you do what you want to do. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? It crumbles, and then you claim it's the Gathering of Christ Church. We're not going for it. Anything you'd like to say on that? Because guess what? Everyone knows what's going on with this guy. Yeah, go ahead, Rawcha.
I just wanted to say something real quick. See, normally, we let things just kind of go.
Say something here?
But we're running out of time. I mean, that's the bottom line. And people need to understand that when we telling people, don't listen to these goofy videos that come out here, you don't understand the details of what these people are really dealing with. So we have to learn to close our ears to this rumor mess and look at the works. Okay, this church has a history of doing what's right by the Most High, and it's to the degree where we're starting to stand out as being that way. So we have to be given the benefit of the doubt instead of people getting caught up in these goofy exposed videos and stuff that people are making that really they have. Where's their works? What are they doing? So that's what really needs to be, I think, magnified here and paid attention to. Like, look at the works here. Don't worry about what these people are saying.
Yeah.
Keep yourself focused because we're out of time anyway.
And that's what I'm about to go into today. Now, one thing I wanted to point out is I told the brother when he came back after losing his family. Now, there's details that's just off the chains that went on over there. I mean, he started divulging everything that's going on. It is crazy. It took a lot of humility on his part to call and say, yo, it's crazy, but really he needed my help. Okay? He was running into dead ends, and the bottom line is, his woman is doing what she wanted to do. Right? That's the end of the day. But I'll tell you this. I said, well, listen, this has nothing to do with her at this point, brother. You need to get yourself together. Whatever you did, guess what? You don't have to. He apologized to me, and I said, brother, you don't have to apologize to me because you did nothing to me. What's going on with your family is a result of your actions. You did nothing to me. But understand that I can't have you amongst the church because he popped up in Houston without our permission. I said, brother, I cannot have you amongst the church with examples out there of totally defying and going against the word. I'm like, the sister in Jordan has your videos you sent to her, which you teaching as some part of what she's dealing with. And don't forget, when this sister put people on, they did with all different types of doctrines. And I said, brother, also on this sister's page, they got you running in the water on her banner. You're leading people in the water on her banner. I said, but I'm going to help you anyway. But I can't have you with a presence amongst our church unless you go tell this girl, listen, take my stuff down. Take my stuff down so there's no physical evidence of you being a part of something that's going to be judged severely. Don't you know he went to the sister and asked, and she said, Hades to the no will I take your videos down, and I will not take your banner down. Right? So she said no. See? Even though she has nothing to do with our church and all that, but all that, she needed what? Some level of validation that men are actually amongst her foolishness. And there's no men amongst her. She's operating out there by herself, hustling on this thing. Never was a part of our church. Came to 1 or 2 classes in the States, and she was really a part of the Ben Ami camp and was over Israel and was over in that area already before we even started traveling and doing missionary down there. So she needed a level of validation, and this guy pops up with his whole family and get himself on her page, the GOCC Jordan page. So in return, I said, listen, brother, if she's not going to take that down, you can never have a physical presence amongst us because you're up there with some nonsense and the other shoe hasn't dropped on that yet. There's authorities involved, and guess what? There's a lot of authorities involved over there. I'm talking about they're looking at those videos, looking at different locations, trying to find out where she is next, knocking down doors and all that. They're looking for that girl. And they've been doing this for the last 3 years. And guess who verified that? The same guy that's on the video telling you that it's because the GOCC church is why he lost his family. So this guy isn't loyal to nothing. Yeah, go ahead, lawyer.
That said, say one thing.